Now, hold on now.
Hold on now.
It might look like a different setting, and that's because we have a big, huge, brand new project that's about to come out. We call it Inside the War Room. Now, look, this is a dream of ours that we have to really build this up and just enjoy talking about football throughout the NFL season. Anything that you guys want to see, it would be amazing if you would go down to the description and be one of the first people to subscribe to this channel. We're going to be coming out with multiple videos probably every single day. We have Logan.
Yo.
We have Joe. TJ. Frank's going to be involved. Hopefully some other people as well. And we really do look forward to having you guys join us on this brand new journey.
I already know that doing this video is going to make all of you... No, but really, this is not for the faint of heart or for the weak-minded. Today, I'm doing my predictions, going through every single team, what I think they're going to do the NFL season. Look, I already know. It's been a couple years in. All you guys, this is all you right now. If I say one bad thing about your team... Before we actually do this, let's go ahead and check up on what I said last year. Somewhere at the end, we should find our final list. I made a couple adjustments, as you can see in the top right. Let's take a look at it here. Chiefs, that's fair game. That's an S. That's not bad. Obviously, the Bucks could have been up there. The Bills could have been up there. And then the one I missed worst on was the football team. Definitely not an F team. But besides that, I don't care what anybody says. I have one of the most accurate tier lists last year, and I feel good about it. Oh, who the freaking heck remembers this? I released this on the same day that I'm releasing this, right before the first NFL game, Thursday Night Football. My prediction was Chiefs 34, Texans 20. Guess what the exact score was? Look it up. Just look it up. Yeah, yeah, you see it. You see it. That's right. So today, we might as well do it. If you guys are watching this before the game, I'm going to have my prediction. It's going to be Buccaneers versus Cowboys. This is going to sound mad. This is a great idea, though. Buccaneers 34. Cowboys 20. That's going to be the final score. Put your predictions down below. I don't want to see no edited comments. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's get straight into it, fellas. We got 32 teams that we got to touch on. Tennessee Titans. Oh, man, we're starting off with a good one. Obviously, everybody's talking about Julio Jones. It's like, how are you going to be able to stop him and A.J. Brown at the same time? Julio might be the number 2, which is crazy to say, not to mention Derrick Henry. Now, the one thing that scares me a little bit is their defense is pretty mediocre. They're not the best. Like, their secondary scares me the most, especially at the cornerback spot. So, for me, it's in between A and B. Right now, I'm going to put them in A. So, round of applause. Titans. Up next, the Dolphins. This is another interesting one. I'm not a believer in Tua Tagovailoa. There's been so many different rumors about them trying to trade for Deshaun Watson. If that would happen, this would move this team up to maybe an A-tier team. I like their roster a lot. They made a lot of moves last year. Obviously, they got Xavier Howard and Byron Jones. They picked up Will Fuller. Like, they have so much speed at the wide receiver spot between him and Jalen Waddle. I just have massive question marks about the QB. I'm putting them at C. They're just that one piece away, though, from really being a nice playoff contender. Up next, New York Jets. I don't even think it needs to be said, bro. That's trash. I gotta say it. I feel bad for Zach Wilson. He's coming into New York, where players' careers come to die. They're gonna be bad. They're gonna have a top 5 pick. So, Jets, be ready for next year. It'll probably still be bad. See, those are one of those dislikes right there. Bam, 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 bam. Cleveland Browns. Okay, so... obviously, you see me wearing this, but I got to keep it real. Cleveland Browns are about to be nice this year. This is their year, no doubt about it. Easy A-tier team. I see Baker Mayfield doing pretty good. Their defense is so good. They've been picking up so many people. I'm interested to see if Odell can kind of gel in with everybody because they obviously played better without him last year. We all seen what they did to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We don't like talking about that. Over the past couple years, I knew that they were going to be a good contending team like sooner or later, but I didn't want to hype them up too much. This is their year, though. They're going to be the best team in their division, including the Ravens and Steelers. Like, legit one of the best divisions in football. At worst, number 2, and these guys should be at the top. Up next, we got the Jaguars, obviously. ETN went down, but that's fine, though, because I like James Robinson. I love Trevor Lawrence. They got good receivers. Their defense, again, not feeling it. They're going to have to score so many points, and to put all that pressure on Trevor Lawrence is just not really what you want to do in his rookie season. Obviously, you got the Texans in your division. That could be... they're still trash. They had the number 1 overall pick. I got to see before I could believe it. Speaking of trash... might be the worst team this year. Jared Goff. Oh my gosh, do I feel bad for this man. But like, I don't really think he's good anyways. Like, he was kind of getting carried from a really good team. And now he's basically on the worst team with pretty much no help, aside from what, TJ Hawkinson, if you could even count that. They drafted Penei Sewell, which is a nice pick. It's a nice pick. Don't get me wrong. It's not a sexy pick, but he's not like an impact guy that's going to help him get wins. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Lions, trash. Wouldn't be surprised if they had the number 1 overall pick. They should absolutely have a top 3. Oh, this next one. Oh man. Obviously, love Dalvin Cook. Love Justin Jefferson. People thought I was nuts a couple years ago whenever I said Dalvin Cook was at worst the #2 running back in the league. Look at this man now. Overall, the offense is average. I don't really think Kirk Cousins is the answer. Their offensive line, they have some question marks there. I do feel like they have a pretty underrated D-line with Danielle Hunter and Michael Pierce. And then obviously you got, come on, think of it, Tom. Anthony Barr, and they got Eric Kendricks, who's a beast. I don't know. I don't think that they're really there. They could make the playoffs. I'm gonna put them at C. I just don't see it happen. They're just gonna miss. All right, Bucks. I'd be an idiot not to put them up here. I don't really know if much else needs to be said about this. They won the Super Bowl. They came in hot. They're bringing every single piece back, and they added a couple guys also. Now, I don't think they're gonna go undefeated or anything crazy like that. I could see them winning maybe like 13 games or so. Take it a little light in the regular season. Whenever the playoffs hit, do what they did last year. Absolute Super Bowl contender. This right here up next, please listen to me right now. Don't sleep on the San Francisco 49ers. You go to nap on this team, bam! They gonna hit you like a brick. A lot of injuries last year. Garoppolo went down. They're banged up more than any team I've ever seen. Their roster is so nice though. They have a great coaching staff. And I believe in Trey Lance so much. I feel like, you know, quarter way through the season, hopefully this man gets a starting job and he's just going to add another element to this offense. But let's be real. This is a solid roster. Tough division, though. That's where things get a little bit iffy. Dang, now thinking about that, that almost makes you want to... I just talked them up a lot. Now everybody's upset at me. I just did it. The division's so good. It's so good. I have to. That could be one I could come back and regret a little bit. But still, B is good, though. B is good. Up next, the Atlanta Falcons. I trashed these boys last year, okay? In the beginning of the year, this is one of the ones that everybody got so triggered, okay? Well, guess what? What do you know? I was right. I need to see these Falcons be able to close out a game because I've seen some of the most ridiculous blown games. Y'all see that onside kick the Cowboys got last year? That's just the beginning of it. I'm going to put them in C tier this year. Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts. Come on, Mike Davis. Up next, there's going to be one that might get people a little bit mad. Don't really care. Probably not too mad. Baltimore, B tier. They are below the Browns. I said it the year before. Bro, figure out how to throw that dang football. Be able to sit in that pocket and sling the rock. I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the year. Like, I'm closer to putting Baltimore into C tier than I am A tier. And I'll keep it at that. We're going to put them at B, though. I got to give them respect. Washington football team. I had them in trash. I am putting them in C. Decent chance they win the division. I probably shouldn't put my money on the Cowboys, but if I had to, I probably would. But who do they have at quarterback? Like, that's so important. Is it Taylor Heineke? No, you know what? I'm pretty sure they signed Fitzpatrick. That's some magical stuff that might be going on there. Him and McLaurin, ooh, we'll keep him at C, though. Let's be realistic here. Last year, I dumped on the Bears, mainly because of their quarterback situation. Honestly, they impressed me a little bit. I really want to see what Justin Fields can do. I'm easily going to put them in C tier. I feel like they're going to beat out the Vikings. They'll be behind the Packers. I'll say this. I really love what David Montgomery did at the end of the year. He turned things around, was one of the best backs. Like, I don't know if anybody realized how good he was last year at the end. And then my man, Allen Robinson, one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. It's just going to be tough because I can't imagine them beating on a team like the Packers or the Ravens or any of these like B, A, or S tier teams. I feel like this is a team that could easily beat the C, D, or trash teams. Whenever it comes to the better guys, that's where these guys will struggle. Bengals up next. Hey, look, these guys are getting good. It's making me really nervous for the Steelers because I'm starting to realize once Bang goes, if it's next year, Steelers might be the worst team in our own division. It's going to be so tough. You know, we're going to put them in D, but I was close to putting them in C, okay? Give it next year, I'm going to like them a ton more. Dallas Cowboys. Holy crap. Are you a disappointment or what? I want to put you in B tier, but you've let me down 2 years in a row. And you guys are going to be so much fun to watch. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be a top 5 wide receiver in the league, possibly even after this year. I think he's that good. The thing is, the offensive line's getting old. The defense has let you down. There's so many inconsistencies. Jerry Jones, you need to stop being the general manager. You got to hire somebody for that. This team could win 10 games. I'll put them at C tier, though. Texans. You kidding me? I think everybody knows this is a consensus right here. I don't know if there's been more of a bigger mess in a franchise than the Texans over the past 2 years. JJ walked on, Hopkins gone, Watson about to be gone. Plus they lost a bunch of picks whenever they traded for Laramie Tunzel, who I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. Texans, top 3 pick. Ooh, what do? I love to see Carson Wentz play because I'm not going to say he's going to be great, but I'd really like to see him play. This right here is a solid roster. This is a team that people are sleeping on. Like, who's the backup for the Colts right now? Let me check this real fast. Is it still my man Brisket? Oh, no, it's Brett Hundley. This is so tough because this completely relies on Carson Wentz. Like, I don't even know if this guy can stay healthy. I'm like, nah, I can't. This should be a B. This should be a B. If Wentz was coming into this season healthy, I'd put him at a B. Since he's not and he's going to be missing week 1, I'm almost certain I got to put him at C. These guys could be good. Between the Cowboys and the Colts, they could be double-digit win teams, though. Los Angeles Rams, oh, do I love this team. A tier, for sure. I'm going to say it, before Cam Akers went down, like this dude, I thought was going to be the next up-and-coming great running back. Before he went down this year, I had them as my Super Bowl winner. Because he got hurt, I'm going to have to retract that. I'm definitely a big fan of the Rams, but that blow to Cam Akers is huge in my opinion. There we go. This is a good one. Chargers. I'm dropping them in B tier. I can't believe I'm doing that. It looks weird putting them there with the 49ers and the Ravens. Listen, y'all heard it. I was so big on Justin Herbert last year. Potential MVP candidate. I don't think he's going to win it, but I think he's going to be in the running throughout the entire season. Chargers will make wild card this year, and they'll probably lose first game of wild card, but they're going to be a fun team to watch. I'm just praying that Joey Bosa and Derwin James can stay healthy because that's been a serious question mark. Raiders up next. There we go. What do I do? That's D. I don't know. Then again, this is such a tough one, actually. They've just been such a below average to average team for so long that it's hard for me to get excited about them. So we'll drop them into D just because you got the Chargers and the Chiefs in that division. Speaking of the Chiefs, man, this feels so weird to have both Super Bowl winners. Like, I normally like to risk it and have a different team up there, but right now, all the additions that the Chiefs made and didn't lose anybody added to that offensive line, this might be the Super Bowl matchup again. I don't really think I need to say anything else about the Chiefs unless if I didn't put them in S tier, so there you go. Saints up next. I hate to do this, man. I'm putting them in C tier. They're in the same tier as the Falcons, the football team. Oh, man, that does not seem right. It has to happen, though. No Drew Brees. Michael Thomas not been too great. I mean, come on. Do you really think that Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill is going to lead these guys anywhere in the playoffs? Like, maybe they make the playoffs because they have a good coaching staff. They have other good veteran players like Cam Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, Alvin Kamara, obviously. That's such a huge blow, though, losing Drew Brees. Losing a quarterback that you've had for like 20 years. It's a killer. Man, I kind of like the Giants, but they're going to have to go in D tier. I hate to say it. Please, on everything, Saquon Barkley stay healthy this year. I love Kenny Golladay. He can't stay healthy either. Daniel Jones needs to get his fumbling issues settled. Evan Ingram gets hurt all the time. Sterling Shepard gets hurt all the time. After that, Eagles. That's either D or that is trash. I'm going to get smoked for this. They are trash. Jalen Hurts, not the answer. Their defense, kind of getting old. Actually, the only player I can think of is Fletcher Cox, and he's kind of getting old. Listen, their linebackers are pretty bad. Besides Darius Slay, their secondary is not that great. This is probably one of the more unpopular opinions. I'm taking the chance and saying Eagles are going to be bad. They will not win 5 games this year. Okay, now on to my team. This is where things get interesting. Every year I've done this, I have put them in A tier. Last year, don't even say anything. I feel like I was kind of right like that. We started 13-0. After that, we were like a C tier team, but we're not going to talk about that. Maybe even D. Maybe even D. I'll say it. This year, before a couple free agent pickups, I was going to put them in C. I really was. I questioned their offensive line. We lost Pouncey. We lost DeCastro. It's going to be an interesting thing with Big Ben with a bunch of new offensive linemen. But here's the thing. They're 100% in win now mode. They got an awesome linebacker in Joe Schobert, who they traded away a late round pick. And then they kind of helped add some depth to the cornerback position with Ahkello Witherspoon that they just got a couple days ago. No, he's not going to be a big-time starter. I'm just hoping he could stay healthy, honestly. Probably playing on the outside. I'm going to put them at B. But remember, they were going to be at C before those moves. But, like, I'm still excited on. Like, we're going to compete this year. Denver Broncos up next. This is the team that everybody was so hyped on last year, and I just couldn't get down with that. The fact of the matter is, besides Peyton Manning, who they had for a couple years, they haven't had a good quarterback since John Elway. Despite how good the roster is behind that guy, it's not really going to matter unless you have that good quarterback. So, another disappointing season from the Denver Broncos. I'll say I could see him winning, like, 6 games this year. Maybe 7. Maybe. That might be pushing it, though. Green Bay Packers. The question everybody wants to know is this Aaron Rodgers last year with them? Just might be. They're a very good regular season team. It seems lately whenever they get that tough matchup, i.e. the Broncos last year, they just seem to disappoint. This is close to being A, though. I love Devontae Adams. They have very solid players on the defensive side. Zadarius Smith, one of the most underrated defensive players in the NFL. I don't know why that man isn't getting more credit. We're going to put him at B, though. Give him 11 wins this year. Carolina Panthers. They added Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold isn't the answer. I hate to break it to you. This is not the man that is going to solve your problems. Panthers, D-tier team in a pretty not so great division. I remember I said something about Christian McCaffrey. I was like, please, Christian McCaffrey, don't get hurt. I said it last year. What happened? Got hurt. For real, though, this year. Look, they need you. All right, here we go. This is the team that I had an A-tier. Shouldn't have, but I really wanted to take a shot on them. They added J.J. Watt. I don't think he's going to really be an impact player as much as he is going to be an influence in the locker room. Same goes with A.J. Green, Larry Fitzgerald. So there's some older guys that they have, but man, that veteran presence could really help out a lot. I'm dumping them in B tier again. It's against my will, it feels like, but I'm putting them in B tier. After that, Buffalo Bills. Holy crap. Hold on. We got to scroll all the way up. I'm putting these boys in S tier. Oh, am I about to say it? This is about to be off the cuff right now. Buffalo Bills Super Bowl winner. I just said it. Oh, man. All right. I said it. Can't go back at this point. Even though I can, I'm just not. Just remember, 2 years ago, I called the rise of the Buffalo Bills, and ever since then, they have been so nice. Josh Allen, maybe an MVP season. Him and Stephon Diggs, crazy. Seahawks, we will put them in B. Kind of hard to root against Russell Wilson. They re-signed Chris Carson. One thing that makes me a little weary, actually a lot, they lost Griffin at cornerback, which I think he was probably their best guy. And last year, from what I remember, they were getting scorched a lot, which is really going to be a problem if you're trying to beat those better teams. It's just hard to root against Russ. They got DK. You know, we're going to put them at B. Last team here, New England Patriots. Oh, man, do I want to put them at D? How can I not do that, honestly? Like, who's left on their team besides Stephon Gilmore? Everybody's left. I don't think anybody likes the Belichick way anymore. This feels so wrong. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get dumped on for this one. D tier New England Patriots. Never thought I'd see the day. All right, everybody, look, this is my tier list for this year. AFC Championship right here. Bills will win. Buccaneers, repeat offender. Look out for them. I just think they're going to sleep a little bit in the regular season. So if they don't have the best record, then don't be too alarmed. The more that I'm thinking about it, if Trey Lance was a guaranteed starter, I'd be doing this. You know, but I just, man, screw it. I can't do that, can I? I'm doing it. We just moved them back. Those are our A-tier teams. 2 NFC, 2 AFC, and of course, maybe the biggest shocker of them all, the Patriots and the Eagles. I'm pretty much dogging on both of them. Look, this is how we're going to do it this year. For all you guys that made it to the end of the video, I'm going to link this exact tier list. If you do it and screenshot it and send it to me by tagging me on Instagram, I'm going to reply to every single one of your comments, or at least drop a like and check out every single one. At the end of the year next year, the best, most accurate tier list I will feature in this video, as long as I remember. So go ahead down to the description, add me right here on Instagram, and tag me in it and send me in the post that you make. Thank you so much for watching. With that said, you already know you're the best. God bless. Don't forget to keep it first. Don't forget to check out the new channel, link in the description. Peace.
Whoa, wait a second.
Come on now.
Did you guys not subscribe to the brand new channel? Link in the description. Go check it out.